Kanye started off by posting about North West on TikTok. He posted a screen grab of North West on his main Instagram page and said something like, "This is my first divorce. Somebody tell me what to do about North being on TikTok."
He said, "Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will."
So he posted that, which I think made Kim Kardashian say to herself, you know what? I'm fucking fed up with this. Because then she went to her Instagram story and posted a long note to Kanye and everybody else.
She wrote, "Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision because it brings her happiness. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. From the beginning, I have wanted nothing but a healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship because it is what is best for our children, and it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately, and hopefully he can finally respond to the third attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably."
So I read this and I was like, finally, Kim, finally she says something, because Kanye has been blabbing his mouth all over the place about her, what's going on with the family, what happened prior, on all these interviews, all over social media. And Kim has just kept to herself, living her life. And finally, she said something.
Yeah, I think Kim is a total mama bear. And like, I think Kim could deal with Kanye talking about her and saying things about her. But when he started to like throw North into the mix, that's when Kim was like, we can't be having this happen. Like, posting screenshots of her TikTok. It's just, it also shows like, if you don't post her, like a picture of her on TikTok as the Instagram post. I don't know. The whole thing's weird. And I know this then started to create a whole argument about like, oh, well, should North be on TikTok? I really don't think that is the problem here. Like, there's just so many other things that are going on. He posted the guidelines of like, oh, the age that you're allowed to be on TikTok and all those things. But North is on there. It is an account that is monitored by Kim or, whoever is monitoring it. All the comments are off. Seems like it's just a way for North to make the videos that she wants to make. You can argue all you want that if you think TikTok is, good for young minds, that's, I feel like not fully the point here. It's just like having this be turned into like a public thing. And of course, like as soon as Kim posted that statement, Kanye, he posted a screenshot of that. He's like, "What do you mean by main provider? Everyone saw you try to kidnap my daughter, like not letting me into her birthday," the whole thing again. He wrote, "Tracy Romulus stopped manipulating Kim to be this way." Like Tracy's one of her best friends, manager, like helps put these press releases and whatnot together. And obviously Kanye is taking an attack on her as well. And it just goes back, like he just keeps referencing that the birthday party and security and just not being, wasn't allowed into the party. But it's just like, there has to be rules. There has to be guidelines. It's just, I know he's complaining and whatever, but like, you can't just pop in whenever it's convenient to you and feel like you can do it. He's like, "I want to take my kids to Chicago, to my basketball game." It's like, okay, but you have to like talk about it. There has to be a plan. There are custody rules put in place for a reason.
Yeah, I think that obviously none of this is funny. And when I say that the funniest part, I want everyone to know that I don't truly mean that. But when he posted the conversation with one of Kim's cousins, and one of Kim's cousins asked if it was safe if they bought Yeezys off of StockX.
So ridiculous.
I lost it. And then
I laughed out loud.
Kanye responded, "Don't talk to me about Yeezys right now." Like, that was just a ridiculous thing for the cousin to bring up. First of all,
yeah,
how are you going to even ask about Yeezys in the first place in the middle of this conversation? To ask if it's safe to buy Yeezys off of StockX, which like designers and shit probably get mad at when their shit is resold on these websites. Like, you think Kanye wants to hear that you're buying his Yeezys off of StockX at a time like this?
The best part about that.
It just was ridiculous.
The best part about that is that the cousin, whatever cousin this was,
seemed like a fake cousin to me.
I know, right? Sends that text with the hope of Kanye being like, oh, I'll just send you some. You know, like that's what she's hoping. You send that text and you're trying to get free Yeezys. Like oh, is it safe? Is it safe to buy them on StockX? Like Andrew wants belugas. It's like, oh, does he? Does Andrew want belugas? Like, okay, you're sending this in the middle of the thing, hoping Kanye's gonna be like, yeah, no problem. I'll just send them over to you. Like, no big deal. But
she should have just been like, I'll give you her number if you just give me Yeezys. Like that would have been better.
She might as well at that point. That cousin, I mean, my God.
I don't know, man.
That was a weird exchange.
Weird fucking text. And it's like, he posted a screenshot first of the cousin being like, I saw your post on Instagram about TikTok and your daughter. I'm happy to share what I know about that since I'm a single mom and want to keep my kids off the internet. Like, it's like, is it safe to buy Yeezys? And it's like, we'd love to see you and the kids soon. Like, what a fucking social climber this cousin is. Who are you? Texting Kanye for some free shit, and then also like, hey, let's all hang out soon. That also
like Kanye clearly doesn't want to hang out soon.
Yeah, clearly. And then he also wrote that her cousin Kara called saying she agreed with Kanye, but she's not going to speak out publicly.
I think that this whole thing, and I think you mentioned it too, doesn't come down to just North being on TikTok.
No, it doesn't.
Kanye wanting Kim back. It's Kanye wanting control of the family. Because listen, the conversation around whether or not North should be on TikTok, valid conversation. She's pretty young. You know, what social media can do to people's minds at a young age is not great. But Kim's running the account. It's not North posting it herself. So there's a conversation to be had about that too. And also Kim's like, it makes North happy, something that brings her joy, happiness, expresses her creativity, which I think there's also an argument behind that. I think there's arguments for both sides about the TikTok conversation, but I don't think that that's what this is about. It's Kanye embarrassing Kim everywhere on social media, in interviews, making her look like a fool and like a bad mother, when it seems like she's actually a pretty great mother. And Kanye, and I'm not calling him a bad dad, but like he also moved to Wyoming without his kids. He's moved everywhere without his kids and is just all over the place. And, something that was before the divorce, but now he's not even able to see them sometimes. It's just a whole mess, and they're better off just taking it private. But for somebody who wanted privacy for so long, like Kanye did, it's weird that now everything he is making public.
Yeah, and I just feel like it does come down to a lot of, he posted a text asking someone for Kim's number, and it was, I think, like Steph Shep's husband or partner, whoever it is, was like, yeah, here you go, and like gave him Kim's number. It's like, so clearly they're not talking. It's just, I think this is blown up so much. Kanye goes on these rants where like I think he has been so used to having so much control over Kim and their family, and he doesn't have that right now. It's like he claimed he gave that family the culture, is what he said. The quote, gave that family the culture. Like he's basically taking credit for like everything that they've done, and just being like, now it's like insane that I can't see my kids. And of course he should be able to see his kids. Like but this is the thing, like when you're going through a divorce that clearly is not amicable right now, there has to be rules set in place. That's why you bring in third parties. That's why other people get involved, because when the parents can't come to an agreement for the sake of the kids, someone has to come up with the plan, because for these kids who are older now, it's a lot harder and a lot more traumatizing to see your parents fighting publicly, or your dad trying to show up places that he's not supposed to be at. And it's just now it's become sad. Kim has deleted, Kanye has deleted all of these Instagram posts. he said, he's being called a rat. I should never not know, or, I should never have to beg for the location of my family. He then also claimed that Kim accused him of putting a hit out on her. He wrote one caption that says, send me Kim's number is what I said before. And it's, the caption was, yesterday, Kim accused me of putting a hit out on her. So let me get this straight. I begged to go to my daughter's party and I'm accused of being on drugs. Then I go play with my son and I take my Akira graphic novels and I'm accused of stealing. Now I'm being accused of putting a hit on her. These ideas can actually get someone locked up. They play like that with Black men's lives, whether it's getting them free or getting them locked up. I'm not playing about my Black children anymore. It's just clearly going on and on and on. And it's Kanye is feeling very emotional about it. The silver lining, I think, is, clearly Kanye does want to be a part of his children's lives. He does feel that way, but it just, when you're going through a divorce, you can't just get it exactly how you want. So yeah, then he thanked Larry Jackson for giving him Kim's number, and then he deleted all the posts. Fans thought maybe he and Julia Fox also broke up. She deleted a bunch of Instagrams, but it seems like they're still seeing each other. I put in air quotes.
If I was her, I'd be like, I need to take a break from this. But also, she's loving the spotlight. So
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a lot going on. That all happened along the entire weekend, and Kanye has deleted all the posts. But it's just, hopefully they can figure this out, not via Instagram posts. I feel like Kim put out what she needed to say. I don't think she's going to do that again. I think that's going to be the only time that she says anything, because clearly, look what happened. And they're going to have to, like she said, maybe Kanye is actually going to have to talk to that third lawyer he's had in the last year.